Evolutionists often claim that 99% of all species that have lived on Earth have gone extinct. However, when we look into the basis for this claim and the actual facts, it turns out that, from a truly scientific perspective, it may be nearly the exact opposite. This is because when you compare the total number of recorded species, most of them have living representatives. The problem is that this 99% figure is usually just thrown out without any explanation for what it is based on. One would almost get the impression that there are at least 99 times as many species found as fossils than are actually living, but that is not the case. It turns out that this figure is based 100% on the presupposition of universal common descent evolution and an estimate of how many species they think would have needed to have lived. The problem with the evolutionary estimate is that it results from the fact that there are currently known to be about 7,227,103 known species living on Earth, but only about 250,000 species are known only through the fossil record. This would actually place the relationship between living and extinct species at around 96.66% living and 3.34% extinct. This is within a couple of percentages of the exact opposite of what evolutionists claim. Now, it is necessary to note that these figures, rather than theirs, are based on actual observation, not speculation. It gets even worse for these evolutionary numbers because that means that there is absolutely no evidence for the 715,483,197 species necessary to make up the other 99%. This not only reduces the number of living species to 1%, but the number actually known from fossils to just 0.03%. It means the overwhelming majority of the species that they claim lived exist only in their imaginations and have no evidence whatsoever that they ever existed in reality. By the way, this is actually being rather generous because some evolutionists cite the percentage of extinct species as 99.9% or greater, making the problem even worse. In conclusion, the claim that 99% of all species that have ever lived on Earth are extinct has no basis in observation, but is nothing but evolutionary speculation. It is another example of evolutionists making claims based on the presupposition of 3 billion years of universal common descent evolution. Here is another example of claims made based on the presupposition of universal common descent rather than actual observation. If you like this content, please support this channel by making a donation or buying a product through the links mentioned in the description.